Hey everybody, this is Beaumont Enterprise sports reporter Avi Zaleon, recording here live from the Montaigne Center, where Lamar's men's team just lost 58-35 against Texas A&M-Corpus Christi, while the women picked up another win, 87-72. This is kind of a new segment, I guess you could say, that I want to start doing after games. I know it's kind of random timing, but just kind of felt like it, and I finished behind deadline, which is nice. That I hope to start doing after various sporting events. Baseball is coming up. Maybe do some after those. A couple more basketball games ahead. Look out for these on the blog. Just to start out with, just to kind of recap what happened here tonight. First off, on the men's side, it was historically bad. We had seen them lose in so many different ways throughout the season, but this was kind of a special night because Lamar ended up shooting 14% from the field in the first half on 4 of 28 field goals. That's really bad. To kind of put into perspective how bad it is, that is the second least amount of points that in team history scored in a half. The last time, I believe, was 1958. Was tied for 11 points and a half, and you got to think that was before the three-point arc. This team doesn't really utilize that as much as it is, but still, something to think about. And, Coach Pat and I kind of talked about it in postgame that when you get to that point where your team is down by so much and they just put a performance that Pat said, I didn't even want to stay there. He said, if I was a fan, I would have left. I was embarrassed, So for them to put on a performance like that, he says he went into the locker room and he says it was tough. He really wanted to get on them, but he knew he couldn't because just to demoralize them further just would not have done any good. Sure enough, the Cards come out strong in the second half. They actually draw to within 3. Within the first 5 minutes, I think they scored 11. They matched their entire first half total. They fight back, but then a reoccurring problem happens, and that's depth, lack of depth. The team starts to trap. Pat and I talked about this in the postgame. His team starts to trap, and they start to get tired. And when they start to get tired, who's going to fill that void? And you look around, and their bench gave them nothing tonight. Again, the reserves got outscored 24-4 in bench scoring. Marcus Owens has shown at times three-point ability to score. He's 0 for 2, doesn't finish with a point. Octavius Green, same problem. Sebastian Norman, he doesn't record a point either. What is weird is that Nimrod Hilliard doesn't go scoreless as well for the first time all season. This guy has been the consistent playmaker for this team. If he got injured, I would just say call it. Absolutely. But Nimrod Hilliard had scored in double figures in all but one game coming into tonight, and he's held scoreless over 5, from the field. So certainly a big key you can see scoring-wise is if Hilliard doesn't go, this team doesn't go. They end up scoring 35 points, which is tied for third least in team history total. And the thing is that Corpus Christi is a really good team this year. I think they're in 4th right now in the Southland standing. So this isn't the team last year that Lamar actually beat. Go figure. The Lamar's only Southland win last year is a team that comes here and just wipes the floor with them. I mean, wasn't really close. And why is this significant? Lamar ends a streak of, a cluster of games against expansion teams and at home. And now they have to go on the road. And it gets really hard. They're at Sam. Then they're home, they're at Sam. They're home against SFA, the best team in the conference. Home against Northwestern. Home against Sam. At Oral Roberts. I don't see a win. I mean, I don't see them winning any of those games. The next possible game that they could win, I think, is at UCA on March 1st. And now you got to start thinking about Katy. Are these guys going to qualify, be one of the top 10 of 12 teams in the conference to play in the conference tournament, to even get that shot? And it's strange because with the expansion teams this year, I believe Houston Baptist is not eligible to go to the Southland tournament, and I think Abilene's in the same boat as them. So if the Southland tournament happened tomorrow, Lamar would not be going to it. Right now, they're 2-7 in the conference, tied with UCA at the bottom. They need a couple more wins, or they're going to stay home for the second straight year and not even go to the conference tournament. Real quick, on the opposite side of that, the women's team is surging. If you come to the Montaigne Center, at least come to watch that team, because tonight, excuse me, they pick up, like I said, an 87-72 win against Corpus, and they're 7-3. The Lamar Lady Cardinals are 7-3 in conference right now. They're in second place, solely in second place in the conference, and it's not good enough for them. I mean, this is a good team. They will be going to Katy. They will be competing for a shot to go, to go to the NCAA tournament. So I would say, keep an eye on them. Tonight they get 30 from Gia Ayers. They get 27 from Jamisha Edwards. I mean, that's bananas for your backcourt. Just absolutely, and I know bananas with this shirt. It just makes perfect sense. That's great for them. So, guys, I mean, kind of saying things you already knew. Lamar men's team struggling, obviously. Right now, we're just thinking about maybe getting to the Southland tournament. And the women's team, heck, we'll see. Maybe winning the whole thing. So, that's really all I got. Until next time, thank you guys so much for watching.